let's finish off these Civic parts. Okay, as promised, we said we'd pick this back up again in a video, in the third video. Hopefully this is going to be the final video in this skidding series. If you want to see the other two videos, I'll put the link somewhere around here. I'm not sure where it goes. I've put another 2 or 3 coats of resin on since the very last video that you've seen, just to see where we're at. I'll quickly show you where we're at. Okay, so here's the parts. I've rubbed them back. They've just had another coat of resin there. That's why they're so shiny. They're doing well. I think this could be the very last coat of resin for this. As you can see right here, I had a very small issue. Actually rubbed through and took a little bit of the carbon out. Not one of my better moves, we'll say. However, I am having a little bit of an issue on some of the parts there. Dry spots. It's the resin's obviously clearly reacting with something that I'm putting on. The only thing I can think it is possibly the new panel wipe. Obviously I'm panel wiping it down between each coat just to get rid of the dust, but not to worry, that can be rubbed out. That there is not an issue because that's on a flat and there's plenty to rub into, so I can just rub that straight back flat. The idea of this coat was basically just to build up in there to try and get rid of the very last of the little low spots that I have. However, this complete catastrophe has just got my life, this piece. It's the most awkward, fiddly part to rub down I think I've ever had to deal with in all my life. And it just reacts really, really bad. This is going to be a nightmare. This was nearly there, and unfortunately this last coat of resin, I fear I'm going to have to pretty much rub the whole coat straight back off again. So yeah, not looking forward to that. 2 other parts, the centre console dash and the 2 door handles. I've decided not to lacquer them and just to go ahead and polish them, because as I said before, I've had some really good results with polishing lately. So I'll show you where we're at with them. Just busy polishing them now. So all I've done is just rub them down. I've just rubbed them down with some really fine paper. This here is still in the 400 stage. Fortunately, I fear my 400 paper has worn down, so it's probably a bit more like 800 or even 1200. But all I've done is I've just rubbed them back. I've done a 3-stage polish on them. First stage, I've just simply used a bit of T-cut just to take the thick of the scratches out. Next stage, I've been using a bit of Mer car wax. It's got a very mild abrasive, and it's not quite as abrasive as what the T-cut is. It's not quite as abrasive as what the T-cut is. And then as a final polish, I've used this, which is yeah, that's what it is. Which, as you can see, it's got a very small amount of cut in it, but it has got a high level of finish on it. So that's my finishing one. And that, once I've rubbed over with the three polishes, brings us to this stage here, which I'm pretty impressed with the results on this. There's a nice shine on these parts. So you can see, as you can see, there's a nice lovely shine on them parts. So as far as we're concerned, these parts here are finished. This part here I'm just about to run over now with the 3 stages of polishing, and them 2 parts there and 3 parts there are, well, still having my life. Okay, so check this out. I think we found out the reason why I was having separation issues with the resin. As you can see, these have all come out perfect. Just want to polish up. It's all been thanks to this. All I used was a damp rag, cleaned off the dust and muck off the parts, and then just coated them after letting it dry for 5 or 10 minutes. So I think from now on, I don't think I'll be using the panel wipe anymore. So just a quick lesson. Sometimes it's easier just to use cloths and normal stuff. So I cocked up. I didn't actually get any pictures. I was that much of a rush to get these parts out last minute. I didn't actually get any pictures or videos of the parts finished. The parts themselves came out all right. There has been a couple of small issues with resin on the back where the panel just hasn't quite fitted in properly. Quite a straightforward fix to get it back in. Just take the Dremel and sort of zap it out. So what I'll do is any pictures that I have got on my phone or anywhere else, I'll just stick them up now, just so you can sort of see through and see what they're like. But yeah, I mean the process is very repetitive. You just literally popping resin on, rubbing it back, popping resin on, rubbing it back until you get a nice flat, clean, smooth surface. Just to show you how they should come out, I've got some other parts here from an Audi, just to give you a rough idea of how they would pan out, like, you know. So yeah, that's effectively the sort of finish you should be getting on them. Them Audi parts there have actually been clear coated. I've gone back to clear coat and just purely, I find you just get a better finish with it. At the end of the day, it does leave you a mirror finish, because obviously you just flatten back the clear coat to give it a shine, just the same as any car paintwork would get. But yeah, effectively that's what we've got. But anyway, I'll show you the pictures I've got left of the Civic. Enjoy.